Yes, yes, yes. Am I live on YouTube? All right, so you guys can hear me. All right, man. What's going on? Let me know you can hear me okay. I forgot my other phone. Yes, 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 man. What's going on? Always remember, man, whatever you think about comes about. Whatever you focus on, even McDonald's, whatever you focus on grows. That's what expands in your life. Looking at oil here, oil's had man, got us all excited yesterday. Gave me that big tease with the big pop. And, man, thought we were going. Oil stocks were breaking out, and it goes right back down. You remember we had Exxon on the move. We talked about this. I'll keep it short today, man. I want to stay on what it looks like. I think we're having it looks like a stage 3 forming. I was sure hoping it was about to run again. I don't think so, man. So we got a completed move going down here in oil. Does it go down? I don't know. It's still pushing the top, right? So it's like, let's just give it a little bit of room. That's Exxon, but the commodity itself is down. So if the commodity itself can get going, then they could make a whole nother leg run higher, man. It's possible. I'm down to a half position in our oil trade, ERX. I'm going to hold the other oil stocks I have, Chevron, Conoco, Exxon. If it comes down, it comes down. That's where I'm at on that. ET, MLPX, ETRN, these all oil assets that I own. This week on Instagram, I've been showing dividend payments from ET was like, what, 260, something like that. MLPX was like 270, I think. If you go over to the newsletter, easiest way is just put thepetersreport.com, go to it. But if you go to page 18, this page doesn't change a lot. And when I make changes, I don't necessarily say anything. It just changes. So periodically I come in here and update this. But these stocks don't change a lot. Maybe one or two a year come in. The last one to come in was KSS. And then once I own these are the ones you see me looking to add to collect more dividends, right? So this is a buy and hold account. Some of these stocks get hot, some fall out of favor. So I'm not trying to roll the stocks from one hot stock to the next. I'm trying to stay with it. And then there's different sectors here, right? Representative. And there's been times where like Delta stopped paying a dividend. I kept the stock. Fuck it. That's just our relationship. It doesn't like me. So, these are here kind of like a marriage, man. So I'm not cutting them necessarily. I try to give them the benefit of the doubt as much as I can. I've only ever cut a few from my buy and hold. I've been proud of that too. But that's not trading, right? This is trading. This is a triple leverage fund. So while I could hold Exxon and take it, and that's cool, I necessarily don't want to hold a 3X fund that I'm up 50, 60% in, right? So I need to be real thinking here, finger on the trigger, so to speak. On this drop here, I didn't sell any, if you remember, and I don't want to recap yesterday's lesson, meaning I don't use hard stops. I usually wait till later in the day, see what happens, and we saw what happens. Price worked its way back up, and I was like, well, let's give it another day. And then we broke out again yesterday. Now we're turning down, but we're still holding the 20-day moving average. So for now, this is looking like a stage 3, but it hasn't wanted to go down. We had a big pop out of natural gas today, UNG. A couple ways to play this, UNG or Boyle. Been real public about this trade just because I think it's a good one for people to learn on. It's risky, it's natural gas, but it's like, fuck it, you're trading. We're not investing in natural gas, okay? We get that? Like we're not going to sit around with barrels of oil at our house. So if you trade an oil stock, you can stay in a stock, but if you buy oil itself, it's not like gold. It's a commodity, right? Well, so is natural gas. And if you can catch a big move in something like coffee or oil or natural gas, you make some money. but you're renting this. So we've been building this one based on this right here, man. Just the movement of price, the chaos of price as it moves every day. Price is open, right? Fear and greed, all that shit is summed up in this. And what I believe what price starts doing, it kind of keeps doing until it changes it. And that's expressed in these movements of price, the 4 stages of price movement. And this one flowed pretty perfect. And we know that when price crosses this green line, we call that a breakout. When it crosses it over here, we call it a breakdown, right? And that helps draw that picture of the 4 stages of price movement. Now this one's right on the money if you're a price pattern trader, right? And you start figuring out the stages, anchor points, apex points, stage 3 and 1, you start figuring it out and you start finessing this and you start dripping it. So that's what I was trying to do with everyone on that nat gas was drip it, drip it, drip it. We had a breakout in a run and it stopped right at previous high, right? It stopped right there, man. We talked about that in Discord and other places. I mean, that is the previous high and that is the basic rule of the money flow, that where price has been before, it can go again and it tends to stop there. That's how you get things like support and resistance levels. That's how these levels get bet out on these charts, man. And it's more art than science. That's why I say trading is skill and art. Some of this is more art, but this is a zone. What I'm betting on is it gets through that and we come up into this one. So I haven't trimmed any, but if you did, that was a good move too, man, especially looking like it now because prices sold off and went back down. Now, if you're in Boyle, some of these triple leverage ones, you catch those right, and this move from here to here is triple leveraged, guys. So instead of going from 1950 to 23, what was it? 39 to 40 to 55, dude. That's $15, $16 trade. That's $18 at the open. You're up on a share, on 100 shares. That's $1,800. Bam. Congratulations. That's trading, and that's the money flow, man. That right there is a perfect example. And then another example is, okay, but here's another level. And we're still below the 200. Now, that's on Boyle. We're not below the 200. As soon as I was saying that, I was realizing that's not true. If we go to the continuous contract, which the continuous contract is nat gas with $sign in front of it. Yesterday, this is what it looked like yesterday. Nat gas was trading at 741 on the continuous contract. Now, on stock charts, the ones I have, they're not running a live feed on futures, so it'll update at the end of the day. And what's funny, that's how I used to trade. I'd get home from work, you'd see a bar, and then you put in an order through email or you call it in, and then the next day you get home from work and you'd see a bar, and then you could make an order. But every time you called in or emailed in, it could be up to $30 to buy or sell. It's like, how many of these you want to send in, man? And so if you don't get it right, you guys can play for free. That's the crazy thing. People can learn to do these things free. So UNG allowed us to do that, unleveraged. It's still pretty leveraged, right? And that pattern, that's what we're looking for, and that's the money flow. It's been a great example of it. And a money flow's price, it's tracking price, and it understands that price goes too high, price goes too low, and it kind of floats. It's always looking for this equilibrium of value. Price is always seeking value. And it's doing it in this ongoing feedback loop as price and information and news. And like today at 2, the Federal Reserve will release some shit and it'll say this or that, and price will do this or that. And it's going to move. And whatever it tends to be doing, it tends to keep doing it. And that's what we call trends. And trends can be defined by whatever your time frame is. If I'm trading on a daily, as price is above this green line, for me, which is how I trade the money flow, all movement on this side of the green line just tells me we're in an uptrend. We're not in an uptrend until that changes, like right there on that day, but then it got back above it and it was back in an uptrend again, right? And so as I look at the pattern of price, stage 2, which is defined by accumulation and then uptrend or move up, march up, that's what it's defined. Fed officials see smaller rate hikes coming soon. Oh man, we got to stop all these rate hikes. We need to stimulate the economy. Tickle, tickle. Watch, that's coming next. They're going to we got to wreck it so we can fix it. See, if we don't wreck it, how are we going to fix it? Like, don't you guys understand how this works? So that's the Federal Reserve's plan. They're the ones that tell you past performance is not indicative of future results. Then they use past performance to predict future results. Nice move in this. If you took some off, that was probably smart too. And you can always put it back on. Let's say we pull back again and we come back in here, we build it, and we make another run at it. Shit, it might do this run at this level 3, 4, 5 times before we break through and run up here to where I'm hoping to get 31. I'm just kind of greedy. So on this last one, when it kind of hit that zone, remember I didn't take any off. I let it come back in. Come on back into the stage 1, man. Let me get some more. So today we saw that with Tesla. Got long more Tesla today. Yeah, man, look at this. Go, baby, go. And yesterday is our pivot point. Now we're kind of jumping. But you see what we saw yesterday. The day before was the actual pivot point. That day went down a little lower, but then it closed back above it, right? And then this morning, we were talking about this in Discord. It's starting to run. Well, it's getting back above the 5. That's our trigger. It's moving quick, man. And we know this thing can move quick, so we're going to jump it. So we put out a text today or alert, but some people had already beat me to it. They know what's up, man. So imagine you start hanging out with friends. They're looking for that. You got a lot of friends today. We're looking for Tesla to break above the 5 EMA. Not many. Some people were. A lot of fucking smart, rich Americans were. They're watching this, just watching it. And then Citibank comes out and says, man, this thing is, we're going to upgrade it from really shitty to not so bad shitty. That's all it took. And then the Fed says, hey, we might start lowering interest rates. And it's like, oh, shit, let's get some of these oversold assets. Right? That's all it takes, man, to turn things around. It could be that quick. Man, they'll turn so fast. They'll scare the shit out of you for 2 months. And then just like that, turn the narrative and it'll be like, oh, all the smart people were buying. So don't listen to the news, man. Watch your charts, understand the money flow, look at values of companies, and don't worry about what, who's doing what. Manage your shit, man. Run your portfolio. Lay it over. You know what stage 1s are. Pick them up. And let's see. So we got Tesla going. I know some of you are on the leverage Tesla, the TSLU. Is it TSSL. So we're back up into the box on this. That's pretty aggressive. Where are we at on Amazon? Amazon was the other one here. All right. It's looking better than it was. Come on, man. Release those minutes. The Federal Reserve be like, oh, man, we got to slow down. Some of these will rip. We'll see. We don't know the future, but I do know I want some Amazon at this price level. We got a couple things lining up, so we'll see if it holds. I'm long. We added to it. Tesla. Look at one other. We've been talking about Joe. This is a new one forming. I've been buying this thing, this coffee. We're back in the box, man. Coffee is way below this 200-day moving average. It's way below it. We're on extreme RSI, multiple extreme. We finally got the moving averages coming together. Looks a lot like money flow. So, I trade this pattern, this ongoing feedback loop, this fractal pattern of price movement. So as I watch these bars fill in every day, I'm looking for the lowest low. How do I know it's the lowest low? Next day went higher. And then if you do that a couple of times, you got a bottom you can trade off of. Then I go to the indicators. Then I go, look, is there anything confirming this thing's under value? If I can somehow figure out value, now I have a reason to initiate this trade, right? And like those things aren't all perfect, but those things line up for when it is perfect, right? So that's what I'm looking for. And so as this thing builds out, man, it's like free to play. Dow gains 140 points as Fed minutes show smaller rate hikes coming. Oh, man. Joe, I'm going to wait till things are perfect. Then I'm going to go buy some real estate. Because the news got me scared. I can't buy no real estate. My wife won't let me. They scared us. Let's see, man. Coffee, $46 we added to this today. We bought D. Somebody mentioned D. You guys all like the D. Let's see. That keeps moving higher. Still a buy in here. Yeah, things are starting to come together, man. All the indicators are rolling over. I don't think this thing's going to rip, but it is way undervalued here. So we could easily swing trade this, which, you know, I'm in as a swing trade. I'm not doing this as a buy and hold. You could buy it as a buy and hold. I have a shit ton of Southern Electric, Duke, Edison, and FV. So I have a lot of money already in this sector. That's not where I'm looking to put buy and hold money, but I would like to swing trade it because of the bread and butter trade, right? It's an undervalued dividend stock trading way below the 200-day moving average, way below it. It has a, you know, they're saying its value is below the 200. So that adds a new dynamic to it, but it's worth at least $70. So it still sets up as a bread and butter trade and a money flow trade in that it's back in the box. We got a stage one. All the indicators are rolling over. We got an easy target, and the Fed's going to lighten up on rates. That's an easy swing trade to $70, right? So you could add right here, man, if you're in this. This is the whole MFG has the D. That's funny. $60.72. Go ask, man. Say, baby, can I get $60.72? I need to buy a share of D. Yeah, market's looking good. Let me pull up on my screen my E-Trade account, see what's going on, and I'll get off here. Come on, man. Go to log in. E-Trade wants you to get into some cryptocurrency. Every influencer out there is afraid to talk about crypto. Let's see. Nothing's ripping. Growth's on the right side. Tesla's up. I guess up. Uber's up a little. That's it, man. Rather boring day. We'll close this out. Let me look at UTSL. We've been in that one for a while. Look at that. Just keeps going up. It's the gift that keeps on giving, man. Just let this thing run. Remember, we're trading the XLU and that UTSL. It's a double leverage, but here's the deal. Look, we talked about this in Discord. If you were a friend of mine, right there, XLU's pushing up against the 200-day, okay? It's also, but look, we got room on that RSI, man. So this thing could push higher. So, I don't know. I haven't trimmed any on UTSL yet. I'm feeling greedy, man. I feel like the market wants to go higher. S&P's in an uptrend. I'm more bullish than bearish. So, I'm like letting these things go. Let them run, man. Let's see. Google wants to rip. Where's Zim? Zim wants to rip. My man paid out $300 million in dividends to shareholders. I got about $270 of that. That's going to buy about 12 more shares. So shit, keep paying them like that. We'll keep buying shares. So I've been buying a few here and there, and it's already paid out. This is now going to be like 20% in dividends. So it's not down what it looks because of the dividends, but the price is down due to the possibility of recessional fears. Obviously, if you're a shipper and have bad Christmas, not a lot of shit getting shipped. GB, can you check CTT? Thinking it just bounced out of level support. Thinking starting a position here for a swing. TLT. Oh my God. Let's see. Ugh. What happened? Damn. That thing went from 110. You're a brave man, sir. Yeah, looks good though. Technically, this looks like a bottom, right? Got your box, got your level here, starting to turn. Yeah, what is this thing? CTLT. Let's see what Morningstar says. CTLT. Damn. They got it significantly undervalued, 49% discount. Whew. Yeah, it looks like a shot. Place to take a shot, man. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. You catch the very bottom, ride that bitch all the way to 80, take half off, go buy something else, keep the other half for the next time it sells off on a stage one. You buy some, you do that the rest of your life. Over time, you grow a large position. That's how I got a lot of money in oil stocks and electrical stocks and, you know, Walmart and shit like that. Just being there in the good times and the bad, and when on in the bad times, buying the stage ones, and in the good times, trimming it, man. Oh, young grasshopper makes me proud. Kirby, why are you coming with some boring shit like Microsoft? Look at a boring ass old Microsoft. Yep, same exact chart as Google, right? We're all pushing up. This is a key level. This is a key level. Look at this level right here. Like right in here. Look at this. Remember, it's a little more art than science, but right around in here. Look at this. Stopped. And look over here. Stopped. Talk about price having memory. So we got to get above that. The problem is there's another one right there, man. And there's just another one. And there's another one in here. So, man, I like it. Bullish, baby. 5, 10, 20, numerically aligned. Price is above the 5. Man, you can't ask for a better setup. Bullish, man. If that don't make you bullish, something's wrong with you. You need Viagra or something. That's bullish. Let's see. He says, yeah, finally starting to see things. Uh-oh. Imagine if you could look at charts and define and let's see. Oh, it's like Jedi powers, man. It's like Jedi powers, man. All right, man, you guys be good. That's all I got. We'll see where the market closes today. I'm all in. I know a lot of you are all in. We're trying to stay all in. All right, and you can be good. We'll play it out. You two, let's play it out.